What is going on, guys? The Rose here, and of course, I'm joined with my co-hosts MK Kratos and Casey, who's Raw, who is currently fucking muted. He's probably playing with himself at this moment in time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's an
Um,
image I don't need.
Tonight, you guys can see on the screen, we got a fucking load of topics. We're gonna be talking about
Yep.
we're gonna be talking about predictions for the NFL season, even though it's already week 2 is almost in the books. But still early in the season, so we can still make our predictions. We have an anti-anime law in Texas, which has caused Dragon Ball to be banned in Texas, and we're talking about that. Age verification
I have
law.
the perfect clip for that I shared to you guys in the DMs here.
We have an age verification law, which is going to be going into effect on September 30th in Ohio.
Ugh.
We have the Nintendo Direct recap from this past Friday's Nintendo Direct. We're going to be going over what was announced, what was shown, what was talked about, and whatnot. Some of the stuff has been shown before. Some of it all new stuff. We're going to go over the whole McDonald's Japan Happy Meal fiasco that's been going on for a month, and how they're changing the rules on Happy Meals. And is Paramount buying Warner Bros? Is Paramount buying Warner Bros? And if so, we're going to talk about what that could possibly mean for AEW. As we know, Paramount is a partner with the UFC, which is a WWE TKO product. So that could be very interesting. Maybe they don't get canceled, but I have a feeling their TV deal will certainly be renegotiated. Anyways, what is going on, guys? We have Casey is Raw. We have MK Kratos. Casey, we'll start with you. How much sweep did you get last night after you bailed on the boxing matches?
A lot of sleep.
Yeah, of course. By the way, Crawford won by unanimous decision by judges.
Well,
He won the main event.
well, when I left, I was trying to watch the fight that was I left on, and I didn't even get to finish that before I just passed out.
Yep.
What's going on to Ghost 3600 in the chat and Sharky Narmar? Sharky Narnar? I apologize. Ghost says, "Good to see you guys. Been a rough couple of weeks in this messed up world." Yeah, and Sharky agrees. Yeah, we're going to be talking about some of that tonight.
Hopefully not about the terminations that were or the Blizzard situation that's going on right now.
Oh, you can go ahead and talk about that real quick. I'm going to put the Sunday Night Football game on.
It involves politics. It involves what happened. It involves like numerous employees that were praising the fact that a certain figure is dead.
Oh yeah. We talked about that last night on Casey's channel. Yeah. Bottom line,
this is coming from Blizzard's camp though. Someone made an entire like mega zip file of tweets and posts of all the people involved. Blizzard who praised this guy's death.
I mean, bottom line, we talked about this a little bit last night. I mean, you have to be the biggest piece of shit on the face of the earth for anyone to celebrate your death to be fucking warranted. Otherwise, that's pretty fucked up shit.
Bungie playing like damage control because one of their employees was involved in it too.
So Kratos, how was your day today? I know obviously we just all talked last night, so I know you had to work earlier today. You got off work seemingly.
I've been up since like 3:30ish. I picked up my sister-in-law from work. I had to sit in that parking lot for over an hour just waiting for her to finish working herself.
So I put the football game on, the Sunday Night Football game on in the background on my end. I would have screen shared it, but obviously with us going through the topics and whatnot, that'd kind of be a little pointless. So
yeah, it's pretty much halftime, 9-6 Falcons.
9-6, damn, that's a low scoring game.
I
And
mean, yeah.
not doing much for my
All field
fantasy
goals
team
all
right now.
day.
Not doing much for my fantasy team right now. Justin Jefferson for Minnesota and Aaron Jones. Jones only got me 1.5 points so far, and Jefferson got me 8. Thankfully, however, I'm winning, so I really don't have to worry about how good or bad they do, because regardless of how good or bad they do, I pretty much have this win this week on lock. But I figure we'll wait to do the football stuff until after the game is over, and we see where the Vikings and the Falcons stand as well. So I figure we'll start with the Nintendo Direct. I know you're not a huge Nintendo fan anymore, given the company's practices as of late.
Me?
Kratos, yeah.
I still enjoy a couple things Nintendo does, just not as of late. No,
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're not, much of a Nintendo fan, so
as for a reason.
I don't know how
I want
much.
you guys for a reason.
I don't know how much this will appeal to you, but we're going to throw the topic on the screen.
As long as we don't get copyright for accidentally showing the Super Mario. Let me stop right there. I don't want to spoil too much in case someone else has heard about it yet.
Wait, why? I don't understand. Oh, I see. I see what I did. Okay.
I don't want to. I had to stop myself. I would have spoiled something that happened in the direct.
Well, we're going to be talking about it anyway, so.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, like, people who didn't see the direct, like myself, don't get like spoiled by me for opening up my big mouth.
You're good. Oops. No. All right. Every big announcement.
Chiefs 0-2 for the start of the season. Hell yeah.
Love to see it, don't you?
Chiefs are 0-2.
You love to see it.
Yeah. I got the game on too, so
Mahomes.
All
I
righty.
just
So
turned it.
I'm not going to read through the article. We're just going to go over all the headlines and whatnot. So they started the direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary content, where they announced the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie, in which there's the trailer thing right here, which obviously we're not going to play.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, in case you learned his lesson.
Yes, you did.
I didn't get a strike, but I got a claim on it. So I just
Like 4 claims you told me, right?
Yeah, but I mean, claims are okay because you can fix those. The strikes is the one you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Super Mario Galaxy 2 is getting the HD treatment finally on the Switch 2. And it's also being bundled one more time with the Super Mario Galaxy 1 for the Nintendo Switch. Not the Switch 2, mind you. Just the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, it will be playable on Switch 2. But
Yeah.
why it's not a Switch 2 title kind of boggles me. And, we already have Mario Galaxy 1 on the 3D All-Stars, so I don't know why they felt the need to re-release that. I get the point that they're bundling both games together, especially because Galaxy 1, with the 3D All-Stars collection was a limited release for 6 months, so maybe not everybody has it.
This is probably going to be too, if you think about it. Like, they usually don't do these bundles that long, so
I haven't heard. I haven't heard them say that it was going to be the case, but maybe we'll see. But what people don't like is the price tag for this thing. How are you?
$70?
How are you feeling about paying $80 if you buy the games individually on the Nintendo eShop, or $70, or $70 if you buy them together?
Huh?
These games should not be $70. Super Mario Galaxy.
The games should not be 80 individually. They're old games. Aren't they?
They're $40 each. So if you bought them both individually, you're paying $80.
Okay,
Oh.
so you get $10 discount if you get the
if
bundle.
you buy the bundle. Yes, but
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Super Mario Galaxy is a 2007 game which has already been released on the Switch 5 years ago. Should not cost $35. Should not even cost $40. It should cost $20 minimum, or between $20 and $30. $30 is pushing it.
You know,
You do realize this is Nintendo we're talking about, right?
Right, but I mean, we still got to talk realistically.
Nickel their customers every chance they get, and then come up with a lame bullshit excuse. That's the reason why.
Well, okay, so you're cutting out. Say that again.
It's just not Nintendo. It's the other companies too that are just as bad or worse. I mean, Sony or Microsoft is just as
but
bad or worse.
Nintendo lately has been front running this shit. Remember Mario Kart World releasing at $80.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I mean, it's inflation that's inflated, anyways. But like, if you had like bought the bundle like I did, like even though I don't want a digital copy of,
Well, that's what I
Mario
did.
Kart.
Yeah, we got it for $50, which is a much more fair price for the game.
Yeah,
But Galaxy
So,
2,
like-
Galaxy 2 is a 15-year-old game, and while it is finally getting the remastered treatment we've been asking for the past 5 years, I don't think that should still be $35. Maybe $25 at the most. I think $50
Okay,
maximum for the bundle
Yeah.
is what we should be paying for.
I was about just to say that $50 should have been the price point.
$40 realistically,
For a
$50
bundle?
maximum for the bundle for both
For a
games.
bundle, oh my god! For a bundle, I would charge like $45.
That's what I'm saying.
$40.
$40 is realistic price. $50 is pushing it, and that's like the maximum they should be charging. Nevertheless,
I'm gonna keep it at 45. It should have been the.
Nevertheless, these games will be available individually and as the bundle beginning October 2nd, which is a Thursday. We know that Nintendo has a theme with releasing their games on Thursdays now, so that they release their games all by themselves and not alongside other games on Tuesdays or Fridays. The Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie will premiere in the spring of 2026, so I'm going to guess April. That seems to be the likely target month, and that is going to be the main event of the 40th anniversary Super Mario Bros. Celebration.
See, I never wanted this. We never when we had the Super Mario 35 anniversary, where
Right.
we got Super Mario 35, right?
Dude, I wish we
That
would have
was-
got that again. I so missed that game, and they had such an opportunity to bring it back, and they didn't do it.
And this time, when they do it, keep it around. People actually liked it. I
That
don't
game
know
was
why.
fun. Yeah, it was fun. I played it a lot. I did. Funny enough for me, I streamed that game 35 times on my channel.
I just don't know why they decide to make it a time release, and like it's stupid. Like, I'm shocked that no one actually made a server for it. You know, keep it going.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually. A lot of people
Oh.
probably don't have it on their Switches anymore. I know I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Just to even have it installed as a legacy thing. But yeah, I don't have it on my Switch anymore.
You have to remember, unless Nintendo greenlights that little situation,
That would get ripped
I-
out anyways.
out. Unless they plan to make money doing that, I doubt they ever will. Because they,
I don't
like I said,
know.
they close down their customers for any reason.
Oh, that's like I said. That's also Sony and Microsoft.
Well,
as
they have Tetris 99 still running, and they don't make money off of that.
But the reason why I say nickel and dime their customers, has Microsoft and Sony banned customers for using Switch 1 for using older games on current consoles? No. They had to ban. They banned someone, then unbanned them after they realized, oh shit, we're getting backlash for this.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
really stupid. Like they made the Switch 2 backwards compatible for a reason. Did they really think people wouldn't play their Switch 1 games on it?
Well, no, that's not. Hold on, that's not the problem. Because they're combating that. Was it that Switch cartridge that has an SD card where people dump their Switch games into it so they don't have to keep. Like it's like almost like a multi-cart Switch card, but it's like
The Switch
it must be
has its own SD card though.
yeah. Well, here's what the problem is because it knows I guess the serial code or something for that game, and if it has more than one, it's gonna flag it. So I think that's what happened because they're combating that Switch multi-cart deal. Because you can still use it on the Switch 1, but if you try to do it with the Switch 2, it doesn't work.
Oh, you mean like the MIG Switch thing?
Yes, the MIG Switch. That's what I was trying to think of the name. The MIG Switch. They're trying to combat that.
All right. Next up, we have Mario Tennis Fever, a new entry in the Mario Sports franchise. I'm not a tennis fan, but this did look a little cool.
I haven't played any tennis video games since Wii Sports Tennis.
We
That's just for Nintendo. That's just for Nintendo.
we then have Super Mario Bros. Wonder getting the Switch 2 edition treatment. It's gonna have this meetup in Bell Park thing where you can challenge friends and other people to like some kind of mini games and whatnot. And there's at a later date there's going to be an expansion to the game. I think they're going to add a new another like a new set of levels into the game.
I was kind of Wonder 2. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, are we getting Wonder 2?" And I was like, every time they teased us with DLC, I thought it was going to be a sequel to a game.
Yeah, but you got to at least agree. Unlike other, game developers, Nintendo makes their expansions worth it because they pack a lot of content in their shit.
Yeah, unlike other console generations where you'll get crumb of content as DLC.
They may charge you $20 for it, but you're gonna get your money's worth out of it at least.
Yeah, Nintendo's usually good with that.
Yeah, definitely. They'll give you you can get a $20 DLC and get at least $60 worth of content out of that same DLC.
And also with the Mario Galaxy, which this isn't showing on here, there are 2 exclusive Super Mario Galaxy amiibos releasing. One's going to be a Mario one, one's going to be a Rosalina one. At $40 a fucking amiibos now. I can't believe how expensive those things are.
That's why I don't buy stuff like that. That's why I don't buy them.
I'm only going to put them on my Christmas list. If I get them, I get them. If not, oh fucking well. I'm not spending $40 on those things anymore. I used to buy the amiibos quite a bit when they
sucks dick, dude.
Yeah, McCarthy's not all that good.
No, that was down.
Oh, never mind, incomplete.
Incomplete. Yeah. Even that, I think you had been touched. That football was down.
So we have.
Yeah, I just watched the replay. It was incomplete pass.
We all have the Sunday night football game on in the background, so we're going to be reacting to that on and off.
I got mine muted. My sound's muted. That's the only reason I saw that.
So I think that'd be kind of an idea for moving on for during the season to give us a little something to react to.
Yeah,
like we can talk.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
you know, we were going to do last week. We were going to do the whole Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills game, where eventually, you know, here and there throughout the football season, we will react to full Sunday Night Football games here and there. You know, the ones that I would consider a big game, like last week.
Yeah.
So this article doesn't have
Diane
these.
says Casey is farting.
Casey is farting.
Maybe,
Great.
yeah.
He probably is. So this article doesn't have these reveals in order, so I apologize for that. This was the last thing that was shown, which is a new Fire Emblem game, Fortune's Wave, which people are saying is a prequel to Fire Emblem Three Houses.
It's weave, like hair weave.
Oh, Weave. I thought, yeah, Wave. You're right. Yeah, Fortune's Weave. Like I said, this was the last thing that was shown, and this was funny that this got revealed because the day before there was an article circulating online. I forgot who posted it. It was some gaming website, and they said Nintendo was cutting indefinitely. They were putting Fire Emblem on hiatus indefinitely because they were disappointed in the lack of sales for the last few titles. And then this got revealed the very next morning. I'm like, oh, that is great.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I love me some Fire Emblem, so I can't wait for this. Most of these games they showed are coming out next year, though, so we still don't have much of anything to look forward to this year to play on the Switch too. It's
Other
wild.
than Borderlands. Other than Borderlands 4.
Yeah, Starterlands 4.
Well,
I see you use my jokes in your streaming.
Go ahead there, Casey. Go ahead.
even though I mean we're getting close to the end of this year, so I wouldn't expect much. Maybe one more big title from Nintendo.
I mean, we are getting 3 more games at least, but you know they also go out to a niche audience. Like Pokemon Legends EA is next month. You know, only the Pokemon fans are going to play that. We got Kirby Air Riders in November. And then we have Metroid Prime 4 in December.
See?
DJ, I had talked about that a little bit, like off camera on stream, off stream, but rolling, but we weren't on the mics talking about it at the time. But I've explained the situation to at least Rose about Joe Burrow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be talking about injuries, everything, all of that during football when we get there. Sharky says you might get a Switch too. Get one when you feel you're gonna actually enjoy it. I only jumped on it.
Get one when you're financially stable.
That too. I only jumped on it right away is because as a content creator, I'm trying to keep up with all the other tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and million sub fucking channels that I'm never going to be able to keep up with. But
Here's as advice if someone had both of them.
What's going on, Bam? What's going on, EJ?
I would say wait. If you still have Switch 1, wait. There's not a lot of Switch 2 games.
Next year when all of these games that were revealed on the Direct on Friday, when all these games start dropping on the markets, that's when the Switch 2 is really going to be worth it. Right now, I wouldn't run out to the store and get one. Like I said, I did because of my channel. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have either.
And I got when I got a bonus, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just go."
You got here the Metroid Prime 4 release date finally announced. It's releasing on December 4th. So exactly 3 weeks before Christmas. Oh, there you go.
But I mean, there's only a few good Switch 2 games like Mario Kart,
Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I didn't like, but a lot of other people do. That's like the only other game. And then there's a bunch of Switch 2 ports of games that have been released for a couple of years already on other platforms.
Yep.
Then you got Borderlands 4 if you want to play that on the Switch as opposed to anything else. I don't know why you would, other than the portability aspect of it. You got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds coming out again. Also on other platforms. Again, you can get it on Switch too for the portability is the main reason for that. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, again, same reason as the other two that I just mentioned. That's October 30th. So there's definitely games coming to the Switch too, but nothing that I would say you need to get a Switch 2 for right now.
Yep.
Even with one of the bigger reveals, you could still play on the Switch 1.
Some of them, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon, yeah, but at the same time, you have to remember some of those games that were on Switch 1 should have been a free port for Switch 2.
Like
Pokemon
Legends, Pokemon Legends ZA will be also on the Switch 1, but it's gonna play and look better on the Switch 2, obviously.
Well, yeah, but I don't see like. Go ahead, Casey, you first.
When I was playing Tears of the Kingdom, it looks better and it runs faster.
Well, yeah, because they optimized it for the Switch too.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I don't see a reason why you have to spend $20 for a cartridge port over.
Yeah, I agree.
For a Switch 1.
Stuff like that should be free. Remember when PlayStation started charging $10 for their upgrades from PS4 to PS5, and the backlash they got from that, and Nintendo said, "Fuck it, we're going to charge double that for ours."
Yep. And did we ever cover the? We did cover the price hike of the PlayStation 5 stuff.
Yeah,
right?
we did. Yep. Next game on the list, which I don't see anybody buying. Hopefully, this is going to be free to play, because if this has to be purchased, this ain't going to sell well. Even the hardcore Pokemon fans aren't going to play this. Pokemon Pokopia. It's pretty much an Animal Crossing style game, but with Pokemon.
Is this their? What is Game Freak do? Is Game Freak in charge of this?
I don't know. I'm sure they had some kind of hand in it, or they.
I would look at that. Is Game Freak in charge of this game? I would rather play their JRPG they got coming out next year.
It's compared to It's compared to Stardew Valley. So there you go. It looks like they're saying it looks like
JRPG got coming out soon.
They're saying it looks like Dragon Quest Builders and Stardew Valley. Pokemon version. Speaking of which, Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA, they announced that there's already going to be an expansion DLC for the game for both Switch and Switch 2 versions called the Mega Dimension. And they also have revealed that we have another new Mega Pokemon, and it's going to be Mega Raichu, who is getting 2 Megas like Charizard and Mewtwo did. We'll have Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. There's been no release date.
One letter.
No, the differences are in the stats, just like Mewtwo and Charizard. Some of their the stats on one are different from the other.
I was making a joke about it. I said, "What's the difference? One letter."
Yeah. I would imagine this is going to drop sometime next year. I would say February, because February on Pokemon Day will be the 35th. Will actually be that would be 34 years. Oh no, 96. Yeah, it'll be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon next year. So this would make sense to drop on Pokemon Day next year. That's my guess. Hyrule Warriors.
The game I'm talking about is Beast of Reincarnation. It was shown off at Summer Game Fest. Game Freak's action RPG set to launch next year for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Directed by the guy who even created the Pokemon games, Kota Furushima. is working on this game?
They showed off again Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which whoever uploaded this video had their video privated. I believe that game is also coming out next year. There's no release date on the page here. This game here... Oh, excuse me. Go ahead, Casey.
I was going to say I'm interested with that game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I want to play that myself. I love the Warrior games.
This video is privated. They're already going to like make money off of this shit.
I feel like that is the prequel. Actually, I think that's the first game in the series, if you really think about it.
I think it's the game.
TJ and Sharky in the chat. GTA 6 comes out next year. You guys didn't know this?
March 5th,
next year.
May 15th next year, the same day as the Mortal Kombat 2 movie.
Mm-hmm. I think they got delayed already.
It did. It was supposed to come out next month.
Oh.
So here, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. This was the last game they showed. This is also part of the 40th anniversary for the Super Mario Bros. Yoshi's getting a new game.
It's a Yoshi game, not a Super Mario game.
Yes, but Yoshi is also a Mario character technically, so they're including it. They're including this in the 40th anniversary.
I wouldn't have. I mean, Mario's nowhere in that game, so
you're right. But Yoshi's still a prominent Mario character, so. So yeah, so this game, it looks interesting. It's a little bit of a different spin on the Yoshi series. It's interesting. I can't wait to play it, and also releasing spring of next year. Then we have this announcement: Virtual Boy for Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, that's the one that I was shocked.
But you know what about this? You have to buy a Virtual Boy remake accessory to use it.
Well, that, or you can use or get your Labo cardboard.
Yeah, they're making they're bringing back Nintendo Labo to have a cardboard version of the Virtual Boy headset, which is the red thing here on the stand, or they're selling an actual replica Virtual Boy that you plug your Switch into to play the Virtual Boy games. Either way, you need one of the two versions of it to use this.
God forbid you play it like on the TV or in portable, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get it why you have to do that. And I can understand how they're gonna recognize if it's in the replica Virtual Boy, but what about in the freaking cardboard headset? Like, how's it gonna know when it's in there?
It's probably gonna have some way to plug it into the dock or something, or some way that it connects to the Switch for the cardboard one. I really don't know, but they did show with the replica accessory one that you have to attach your Switch to it, like you would if you were docking it.
Yeah.
And then you put your face up to the headset and you play the Virtual Boy games. Just like you would cool. just like you would 30 years ago when this thing first came out.
I think it's cool, but $100.
Yeah, that's outrageous, dude. I'm not fucking paying $100 for that. And
then the cardboard the version is $25.
That's a lot for cardboard. I mean, I get it. There's got to be some mechanics in it to make the Switch work with it. But for cardboard, no. Come on, man.
$25 for a piece of cardboard? Is that what I heard correctly?
$25 for the cardboard one, yeah.
And think about this: you're gonna have to build that too.
It doesn't even come pre-built. You got to put it together yourself.
So it's going to be worse. It's not like, it's pre-built. You're going to have to build it. I mean, the thing about the Labo, I mean, that was part of Labo, like how you build the device thing. the only one I ever picked up was the headset because I thought, hey, maybe they'll do more with the Switch with that, and they kind of did with Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. But pretty much after that, they didn't do anything with it after that.
You know, I was kind of hoping that we would get a new 3D Mario game announcement. I'm really shocked that we didn't.
Yeah, that's why when I saw the Super Mario Galaxy trailer, I thought that was going to be Odyssey too.
Right? I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing. I'm like, well, it's not the new game, but it's the next movie. I said that's at least cool, you know.
Yeah, and someone in my chat is like, they're already going into space. Like that's fast.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, to me, I was like I said on my channel, I would have done it in the like go through the video game series like 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, instead of like just mix matching. Like, oh, this is Galaxy now. Like, you could do Super Mario World 64, Sunshine, and so on and so forth. You know,
Or they could have made a Luigi's Mansion movie with.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect for October.
Maybe
maybe that's the plan in 2 years.
Maybe. So this is a point of the direct for me where the stream, in my opinion, started to go downhill. Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream. I never cared for this kind of game.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC revealed.
I thought, Rose, when I saw that, it was like I felt like that was something that they already made, and then they're like, "Oh, let's cut this out of the game." And
yeah, they paywall. Yeah, they paywalled it. Yep.
So because how
paywalling their shit actually.
Just how fast the DLC came out right after the game, like I don't think it's a coincidence that, like, especially how much they had in there. It's like that they had that pre-made that was probably supposed to be in the game. Then they're like, let's slice this out and sell it as DLC. You know?
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. So I was like, I was a little upset with that because I felt like that's nickel and diming the customer right there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, they're taking the playbook from a bunch of other gaming developers that are nickel and diming their customers currently.
Yeah, I mean, you cut the piece out, and then you can patch the rest of the game in once you pay them more money.
Who feels like Chris Pratt was the right person to act as Mario in the movie? I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it as much as others did. I don't know why a lot of people had like a fucking hate boner for that. To be honest with you,
mainly because of his initial interview when it was announced, because he stole a quarter to play a Mario game at an arcade. That was where I feel like the hate comes from. It's not the fact that he played the characters, more the fact on how he even got into the game series. He stole a quarter. He admitted during the reveal of the movie.
I thought he did okay. Like, I didn't have no complaints.
He did pretty good.
So for the Donkey Kong DLC, I didn't really care for it. Like I said, I didn't really like the game in the first place. I don't know, something about 3D Donkey Kong games just doesn't do it for me.
I think it was like you said before, is that everything being destructive. I mean, you think that would be a good idea, but
it was just too much.
Everything, yeah, it's too much, and like I'd rather would have had a 2.5D Donkey Kong Country game, or an Odyssey sequel instead.
Then we got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is I don't know if this is the second part of the game.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It was the expansion for the first one. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Which is finally getting the Switch treatment like 5 years later. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. I'm looking forward to this as well as an RPG fan. Again, this video is also privated.
EJ has a question in the chat in case it popped up again. About the Minecraft movie.
What about the Minecraft movie that had Jack Black in it? Was that any good? I didn't watch it, but I know it caused a lot of chaos.
I don't touch anything Minecraft related, movies or gaming.
My nephew, obviously. I mean, if you're one of these freaking loser ass freaking people who went to see the movie, you know, for the meme of it, you enjoyed it. You got yourself kicked out of movie theaters. You got the movie pulled from movie theaters. Good job, guys. Or if you really like Minecraft, then you're gonna like the movie. Me, I don't play the shit. I think the game looks like shit. I don't understand why people like the blocky graphics. You know, in this day and age.
I think mainly people play it because it's a fucking free game. It's been ongoing for how many years?
Almost 20 years.
Exactly.
Hades 2.
Hey, 20 years, almost 20 years later.
Hades 2 announced for the Switch and Switch 2. I don't know. Is this already out on other platforms? I really don't know.
I think so.
September 25th for Switch, Switch 2, and PC. So it's probably out other...
Seven is getting a remake?
What's that? Dynasty, yeah.
Dragon Quest 7's getting a remake?
Yeah, yep. They did 1, 2, and 3, and then they skipped all the way to 7.
Goes to show you what to think of 4, 5, and 6.
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Dragon Quest 8 remake. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Dragon Quest 8 remake because the 3DS one was decent.
We'll probably get one of those. We'll probably get that one then.
Full-fledged remake for that game.
Dynasty Warriors Origins. This game released this year in January for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Coming to Switch next January. Monster Hunter.
No accidents, please.
Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection. Coming to Switch 2. Coming March 13th, 2026. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly remake for Switch 2 in 2026. Wasn't this a Wii game or a GameCube game or something?
Something like that. It sounds familiar.
Resident Evil Requiem also announced for the Switch 2.
I'm not sure.
They're also...
Resident Evil Requiem is basically I think it's another continuation of the...
It's a sequel to 8 because it's
of the Ethan story from Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Yeah, it says right here. In addition to Switch 2 version, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and Resident Evil 8 Village will all also drop on February 27th. So I don't think they're
playing in that.
I don't think this one's getting the bundle treatment, but they did show that the other two are dropping before the alongside this one as well. They might as well do the bundle treatment if they're going to do that. $180, please.
I mean, you have to remember, if they do the bundle treatment for just one oh god, damn, sack.
Yeah,
if they do the bundle treatment for Switch 2 only, they're gonna have to do the bundle treatment for Sony and Microsoft. Think about that.
Yeah. Oh, he got
just
run the fuck over.
You see that?
I just saw it now. I'm literally a whole play behind you because I have it on my TV. We have we have more Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. There's a One Piece game on here. I'm not going to look at this. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, Overcooked 2, Stardew Valley, Human Fall Flat, are all getting Switch 2 editions. We could pass on that. I don't care about any of those.
Wait, Overcooked 2?
Yeah,
Wasn't that originally the original is a Wii game?
Overcooked 2 was on the.
Wasn't the original Nintendo Wii game Overcooked?
No.
No, it
No.
was it was on the Switch.
Okay.
Storm
I'm thinking of
Lancers.
another game then.
Storm Lancers, which is a 2D action platformer roguelike game. It looks kind of interesting. I'd play it for $10, but I wouldn't spend more than that on it. Then you have this game called Dinkum. I don't know. It's an island survival game, apparently. I don't give a shit. Comes out November 5th. Papucom was also a thing. It's a puzzle shooter. It looks like Splatoon. A little bit of Zuma.
Sounds like Ace Ventura if it's a puzzle game.
So you heard you know those games like Zuma and those carnival games where you would have to match the color and it pops it like you pop the balloons or whatever by matching the color. Yeah. It's one of those games. Only it's only it's 3D. It's a full 3D game. Suica Game Planet. New entry in the fruit matching game, and that's it. They didn't even put them.
Nintendo. I got one thing to say about Nintendo involving this whole Nintendo Direct. Stereo gauge.
I gave this Direct a 6 out of 10. Casey, I think, gave it a 5 or a 5.5.
I'll go lower. 4.5 out of 10.
This
good reviews, but mostly bullshit.
That's what I said. The beginning was good, the end was good, the middle was ass, in my opinion. But you know what?
Sounds like WWE Worlds Collide.
But you know what else isn't on here? Danganronpa 2 is getting a remake on the Switch 2. That's not on this list. And the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming to Switch 2 is also not on this list. But yet, the title of this article is...
I guess they were more...
every big announcement from Nintendo Direct September 2025. But yet those two weren't on there.
I guess this was more about promoting the newer games coming out next year, more than likely.
So that's that. So we're gonna do the the McDonald's Happy Meal stuff now. So we're gonna start. Yeah. We're gonna start with the original article from a month ago,
August 13th. Yep.
And then we'll go into the new one. Sharky gives the Direct as well a 4.5 out of 10. Let's see. Let me switch.
Wait till y'all hear about this one. I think this will be big, crazy, weird news for everyone involving McDonald's and Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I mean, if you know how people act if you've ever gone to like Walmart or Target and you see people fucking swarming the freaking trading card game shelves, or like where you buy your basketball cards and football and baseball cards too. That's where they keep the Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon cards. If you ever see people trying to fucking knock each other over for Pokemon cards, they kind of did this in Japan, in a way. But
that's what Happy Meal this time.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Fuck off, AP.
Watch the sack. Watch the sack fumble. Holy God.
Who got the ball? The Falcons still have the ball?
Yep, the Falcons just got the ball back.
Oh, McCarthy dropped it. Okay. Yeah, this is how the Vikings played last week. They played like shit until like the end of the third quarter, and then McCarthy freaking pulled the win out of his ass. But
it's like he's gonna need more than weight pulled out of his ass.
Yeah, my fantasy team. Thank God. This what these guys don't do what these guys do don't matter to me because I already won the week. So Tokyo fast food chain McDonald's Japan has canceled a Happy Meal campaign that came with coveted Pokemon cards, apologizing after resellers rushed to buy the meals and then discarded the food, leaving trash outside stores. The meals, called Happy Sets in Japan, were meant for children. They came with the toys such as a tiny plastic Pikachu and a Pokemon card. They sold out in one day, according to Japanese media reports. Mounds of wasted food were found near the stores. And here's a quote from the McDonald's. "We do not believe in abandoning and discarding food. This situation goes against our longtime philosophy that we have cherished as a restaurant to offer a fun dining experience for children and families. We sincerely accept that our preparations had not been adequate," the company said in a statement. McDonald's said it was working on ways to prevent such a situation from happening again, such as limiting the number of meals each person can buy, which they should have had set in the first place, and ending online orders. Online orders I could see being fine, but again, limited. One to two.
Oh, they did more than just that. Wait till you see the second article.
It said it might deny service to customers who fail to abide the rules. We vow to return to the basics of what lies behind the Happy Set, which is about helping to bring smiles to families so we can contribute to the wholesome development of the hearts and bodies of children who are our future, the company said. Collecting Pokemon cards is popular among adults and children in many places, with the most popular cards selling for $1,000 or more. Yeah, try over $5,000, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
Unusually,
I'm guessing that $1,000 in like
maybe in
US
Japan.
currency based on Japanese like amounts. $1,000 here would be worth a lot more in yen in Japan.
Unusually large crowds were seen flocking to McDonald's stores when the meals with Pokemon cards went on sale. The cards were later being resold for up to tens of thousands of yen, hundreds of dollars US online. Are you surprised? I'm fucking not. This happens with anything that's going to be hard to get or that's considered a collector's piece.
But you also have to remember, this is also meant for kids.
Yeah, well, when you look online, there's more adults, I think, that play Pokemon TCG than kids these days. I don't even think kids play trading card games. They're too busy with their Fortnite and their Minecraft and not wanting to go outside to care.
You have to remember, this is Japan we're talking about. Japanese kids really enjoy card games still, unlike America.
McDonald's has been selling Happy Meals for more than over 40 years in Japan. They usually sell for 510 yen or $3.40. God damn, that's cheap. They sell over here for fucking almost $10 now.
But a Happy Meal?
Yeah.
Maybe in your state they're about like 5 or 6 over here in Missouri.
All right, I kind of screwed this up. I put these on 2 different fucking browsers by accident.
Okay.
I said browsers, not browsers, you fucking horny bastards.
Hey, I heard you. I said understood.
Please be nice to Casey, please. Hey, what's up, Tex?
Referring to like Bam saying Casey will be banned from McDonald's, like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Casey won't touch his McDonald's till it's sat out for at least 3 days.
Did you see the picture that was shown of like the DoorDash delivery where someone piled on like 30 Happy Meal bags in front of someone's front door?
No.
Was that in the initial article? Someone took a picture of that, and I swear it was shared on the report.
And the Falcons have extended their lead, and now that is the 7th field goal of the game.
Yep.
No touchdowns in Minnesota tonight, guys.
Nope. Well, anyways, listen to this. Read the second one. This second one is actually like
published September
insane.
12th, so this just went into effect on Friday.
Yeah, this is when their new Happy Meal deal went into play on this past weekend.
McDonald's is changing the rules for customers purchasing Happy Meals in Japan. Following the launch of its Pokemon meals, which led to fights and food waste earlier this summer. This comes as McDonald's Japan launches 4 new Happy Meal sets available for purchase starting Friday. Why it matters. When the fast food chain introduced the Pokemon meals in August, eager Pokemon fans flooded McDonald's stores to launch quickly, turned into chaos, Business Insider reported. According to the outlet, food was discarded and wasted. We've pretty much read all this already. The fast food chain stated in August following the launch of Pokemon Happy Meals, McDonald's does not tolerate its purchases of Happy Sets for the purpose of resale, nor the wasting and disposal of food. This incident clearly goes against our long-standing philosophy. We read that already, too. In a statement on Friday regarding the changes in the rules, McDonald's Japan appeared to reference the chaos in August, stating, McDonald's does not tolerate food being left unattended or discarded. We strictly prohibit purchase or resale of Happy Sets for the purposes of resale or other purchases for commercial purposes or the use of customers who do not comply with the above rules and manners. The announcement came alongside the Golden Arches sale of 4 Happy Meal sets in collaboration with Sanrio in Japan, the Farrell meal, the My Melody and Kuromi meal, the Let's Play with Cinnamon Roll meal, and the Moon Universe Nanchara Kotetsukun meal. Jesus Christ. Sanrio is a Japan entertainment company known for its iconic characters, including Hello Kitty. McDonald's noted that it would be limiting the number of items sold to prevent large purchases for resale purposes and food neglect. The Happy Meals will only be sold in-store or via the drive-thru, while home delivery services and mobile orders will be suspended on Friday. Other products, though, will still be available through home delivery services and mobile ordering. Additionally, only 3 of the Happy Meal sets can be purchased by the same group or account, and the same customers can only purchase 1. I mean, people are still going to get around this, you know?
Well,
people are still going to get around this. McDonald's also reminded customers that they are not allowed to choose the type of toy they will get with their Happy Meals. That kind of throws a little monkey wrench into it, but
that's what I mean.
People will resell a pile of shit if they can make money off of it.
But you also have to remember one thing, and it's just mentioned in the article. They also inquire customers not to. They also ask customers not to inquire on the inventory of their toys.
Well, I didn't get to that part yet. So, you know, for as well mannered and tolerant of things that I hear so much about in Japan, I didn't think they do this kind of shit out there like they do, like the fucking savages here in America do.
Well, you have to remember different standards.
Yeah, but I thought they were too well mannered for this shit. Is what I'm saying. It sounds like they're just as bad as us.
It's the same country who will blacklist wrestlers for having pot on them.
McDonald's Japan said in its announcement, "Please note that the toy will end as soon as it runs out. Please refrain from inquiring about inventory at each store. That's because they don't want people asking so that they can find a store to fucking bombard. That's why. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause to customers who regularly use McDonald's stores, mobile ordering, and McDelivery services. We appreciate your understanding and understanding. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Rules.
Yeah, that's a typo and a half.
Rules could change again depending on how the launch of the new Happy Meal sets go on Friday. As McDonald's said that on Saturday, it would determine the appropriate response based on the sales situation. Yeah, like I said, I thought that fucking Japan was too well mannered for this shit. I did not see that shit coming. I didn't think they're just as savage as us.
Japan's very strict for certain things. For example, if you're a famous celebrity and you're caught cheating on your spouse, if you're a famous celebrity in entertainment, they'll threaten you with blackballing in Japan. You can have your entire entertainment career ruined if you cheat on your spouse.
The text says McDonald's doesn't get a say on what you do with the items after you buy them. Once the sale is made, it's yours after that, which, yeah, but they have a right to limit how much you can buy.
Yep.
And I can see why they're doing it, but, I mean, this could, you know what, if it's effective in Japan, those rules may change out here too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had plenty of Pokemon card things and whatnot here, and we didn't see that kind of chaos in our McDonald's, thank God, like we would see in Walmart or Target. Shockingly surprised.
I mean, like I said, if this were, and I bring this up constantly, if this were a Waffle House in America, if Waffle House ever went to Japan, had restaurants in Japan, I guarantee you they'll have just as many fights in Japan at Waffle House, just like America. People know there's a crowd in the Waffle House. Something goes wrong, it becomes a ghetto Royal Rumble. Everyone and their mother will be throwing punches at one another.
I mean, we've seen though people acting like fucking lunatics over the Szechuan sauce, and people didn't even know what it was, and they were calling it Rick and Morty sauce because they saw it on Rick and Morty when it came out in 1998.
Yeah, like I said, people are stupid.
Funny you said 1998 because they were going through the Vikings versus the Falcons, and they just showed the 1998 game.
NFC Championship, yeah. The 98 NFC Championship, yeah.
All right, so we're going to save the football talk for last. Where do you guys want to go next? The age verification law for Ohio, the anti-anime law, and Dragon Ball being banned in Texas, or...
Warner Brothers, since I talked about wrestling enough in the last topic.
All right, Paramount and Warner Bros. All right. So actually, I have that pulled up right here. It's a fairly, it's not a, I mean, it's a long article, but it's not like crazy long.
All right.
I'm actually gonna zoom.
But like I said in the last topic, Japan has more strict rules compared to America when it comes to food and entertainment. They have more stricter laws. Like Taka Michinoku nearly got blacklisted from wrestling around the world for cheating on his wife.
Falcons have the ball again, 2nd and 8, and there's a running play, and he got about 5-6 yards on that run.
It's 3rd and 2 for me. It's a 3rd and 2 down right now for me.
Yeah, you're a whole play.
Like I said,
You're a full play ahead.
Japan almost blackballed Dr. Death Steve Williams at one point in the 90s. They almost blacklisted Dr. Death Steve Williams because he had pot at an airport in Japan.
Warner Bros. Discovery stock has spiked above to 50% in just two trading days after a Wall Street Journal report said Paramount Skydance is prepping for a majority cash bid for the media conglomerate, a potential move that could set off a Hollywood bidding war and reshape the global streaming landscape. The David Ellison-backed company, which just closed on its takeover of Paramount last month, is reportedly eyeing all of Warner Bros. Discovery's assets, which includes recognizable and high-profitable properties from HBO and CNN to Warner Bros. Studios lot, and also NetherRealm Studios because they're part of Warner Bros. And Rocksteady Games.
Yep.
Paramount Skydance did not immediately respond to Yahoo Finance's request for comment. Warner Bros. Discovery declined to comment. So they went up 16.7% on September 12th, and the overnight, which closed, I'm guessing last night, it went up another 0.85%. So how much are they worth a share right now? 1887, is that right? That's what it would be, $18.87 a share? $19.03 a share?
Something like that, yeah.
While no formal offer has been submitted and talks could still collapse, an analyst says the combination would instantly elevate Paramount Skydance's scale in streaming and advertising while forcing rivals from Disney to Amazon to reassess their competitive playbooks. Jesus. This makes tons of both strategic and economic sense. Bloomberg Intelligence senior media analyst Geetha Ranganathan told Yahoo Finance on Friday. Both Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery are relatively subscale players in streaming. Put them together and you're talking about 200 million subscribers, a top 5 global player. Netflix has more than 300 million global subscribers, while Disney Plus and Hulu together reported 183 million at the end of their latest quarter, which ended on June 28th, 2025. Paramount Plus has roughly 75 million subscribers, and HBO Max has about 125 million subscribers. Put together, that given Ellison's venture around 200 million subscribers, enough to rank among the top global streaming players. Beyond scale, the combined company could also generate roughly $20 billion in TV advertising revenue, with analysts estimating a $3 billion to $5 billion in annual merger synergies. Paramount may not be the only bidder. Comcast, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Sony have all floated as potential suitors. Though analysts caution that most may be reluctant to absorb Warner Bros. Discovery's shrinking cable portfolio, still, the rare chance to to secure Warner Bros. Discovery crown jewel franchise could prove too tempting to pass up. This absolutely raises the stakes for everybody, Ranganathan said. With Warner Bros., you get top-tier brands like DC Comics, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings on the TV side, and they have one of the best production houses and some of the most premium properties on HBO Max. I like how they're just, discarding video games altogether on this. But that makes a lot of
And
money too.
AEW.
Yeah, well, AEW is AEW. Oh, this article is actually longer than I thought. Okay. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Paramount or any other bidder, she said. It makes a very formidable competitor, and it weakens everyone else's hand. That kind of leads us to think we could potentially have a bidding war on our hands. Investors are already betting on that possibility. Warner Bros. Discovery shares extended gain by 50% on Friday and have now nearly doubled over the past two sessions. Paramount Skydance also rallied, climbing roughly 20% since the news broke. WBD looks to be formally in play, wrote Moffett Nathanson, analyst Robert Fishman, adding the timing suggests that acquisitions was always embedded in Skydance's consolidation strategy. KeyBank's Brandon Nispel called the development a clear positive for Warner Bros. Discovery, but said any deal would have to exceed the valuation management expected from a post-spin breakup. He values Warner Bros. Discovery at $17 to $19 per share in a sum of the parts framework. As of Friday afternoon, Warner Bros. Discovery shares were trading at just slightly above $19. Still, execution risks loom large. CFRA analyst Ken Leon flagged Warner Bros. Discovery's $35.6 billion debt load as a key impediment, while others note potential pushback from regulators and Hollywood unions if thousands of jobs are cut. WBD has previously announced plans to split into two companies by mid-2026, which could complicate the timing of any transaction. Ranganathan noted that may be one reason Ellison is moving so quickly. Paramount wants to still get Warner Bros. Before it splits, because that will obviously drive up the value, especially of the studio and streaming businesses, she said. Time is of the essence. We were expecting something like this closer to 2026, but Paramount looks like they really mean business. So, as we had said last night on Casey's channel, we did talk about this a very little bit last night. Paramount is a partner of UFC, which is a TKO WWE property. So if Paramount were to buy Warner Bros., what would that mean for AEW? Because I don't think TKO would be happy with one of their partners owning their rival promotion. They would either cut ties with UFC or they would force Paramount to cut ties with AEW.
Yep. It's a situation.
And UFC, I would imagine, brings in more viewers and more money than AEW does at this current juncture.
Yep.
Well, the problem is that AEW has contract with HBO Max,
Right?
So it's not.
But if Paramount buys, but they are also owned by Warner Bros. Discovery. So their team, they'll keep their streaming deal on Max. That's all well and good. They could lose their TV deal, or at the very least, it could be renegotiated. In which, as poorly as they're performing on TV, dropping to sub 500 million viewers for Dynamite last week.
500,000, you mean?
Yeah, sub 500,000. Yeah, sub 500,000. I think they clocked in at 472. I think it was their rating.
Man, their last highest viewership for the year was like 700,000 or something.
And I know this past Wednesday, I think, was only 508,000 viewers. I could see Tony Khan losing a lot of money in this deal. or having a lot of money taken away from him, and potentially AEW being kicked off of TV. Because obviously
Yeah.
TNT and TBS would go with Paramount, as well as, Warner Bros., the Discovery channels and everything else. That would only leave them with their HBO Max partnership, which only has 75 million subscribers. But isn't HBO Max owned by Paramount as well? Or owned by Warner Bros.?
Yes.
So that actually would jeopardize their HBO Max deal as well. AEW could potentially be dead. They would end up having to find a TV deal somewhere else outside of Warner Bros. And outside of Paramount if they were to buy it.
I guess possible because they could cancel their deal, but I'm sure they'll probably have to get the money out of it because they worked the deal.
They would probably get paid their deal, and then it would be effectively like null and void after that, maybe.
Yeah.
So Tony would get money, would still get his money's worth, but he would then not have TV anymore or a streaming service.
Well, the problem is, let's say none of that happens, anyways. I don't know if they will be on
PSS. What's up, buddy?
I don't think they'll be on. I don't think they'll be on TNT or TBS after this, anyways, with the declining viewership.
Right, but this deal was just made last year, so there's still 4 more years on their TV deal. Bam says that if Paramount were to buy Warner Bros., they would just let the deal expire. But here's the thing. If they're partnered with the UFC, WWE will force their hand and maybe even pay them off to cover what they would have to pay out to Tony Khan to cancel their TV deal.
At the same time, if you pay out a company to just drop someone from their contracted deal, that looks scummy on WWE's part.
They don't care.
They don't care. Look at everything they're doing now to freaking try to take away freaking anything AEW does. They're booking shows on the same day, purposely. They're booking. They already booked the Saturday night's main event the same day as All In. Then they went and pulled this WrestlePalooza thing out of their ass on the same day as All Out. So Tony Khan went and did the sensible thing. So, so that all wrestling fans can enjoy all the wrestling they want to watch, and moved All Out to the afternoon. He didn't have to do that, but he knew he was probably going to get killed in the freaking pay-per-view ratings if he didn't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think whoever was going to buy All Out was going to eventually buy it. Either way, I don't think it's going to affect them because whoever was going to watch WrestlePalooza was going to watch WrestlePalooza, and who was going to watch All Out was going to watch.
Yes, but then there's the people like us who are going to watch both, and if it wasn't moved, we wouldn't be able to watch both at the same time.
Well, we were thinking about doing the split it in half. We would react to what was happening on one side, and we would react on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's something completely
original plan, yeah.
But now we don't have to, because Tony Khan did the thing, the good thing for the wrestling fans, so that those of us who watch both companies, because Tony Khan knows we exist, he moved the show so that we can watch both in the same day. And he also did it to hopefully not lose people that were going to buy All Out.
Looks like the Falcons are about to maybe score a touchdown, and they did.
TSS says they would break antitrust laws if they had AEW's TV deal canceled. He said that's why if WWE will not do anything. Yeah, but I can tell you right now, they're not going to be happy about their UFC partner owning their rival wrestling promotion.
Well, I just like I said before, even if let's say none of this happens, I don't think after their 3-year deal is done,
Well,
I don't think they're gonna.
it wasn't it a 5-year deal or was it only 3 years?
I
5.
heard it was 3. I heard
Or
it was
5.
5?
no. The first
Oh,
year,
5.
the first deal was 5 years. I heard this round is 3 years.
Okay.
So then they got
So,
2 more years. They got 2 more years on this deal then.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And so I'm thinking how it's going to go. Let's say none of this is happening. I think they're still going to lose their TV spot.
Oh yeah,
Because
probably. Because you got to think they're losing plenty of viewers now. So in another 2 years from now, they might be below 400,000 viewers on TV every week.
It doesn't look like they're going to pull the nose up anytime soon. Like, it's just getting worse and worse the last 2 years. The viewership has gone down.
Some fans are going to be in for a rude awakening when they find out that their cable provider won't be a part of the ESPN streaming app because they have been vague on what cable providers are offering it. Well, yeah, we knew some were and some weren't. Yeah. Yeah, some people are not going to be happy come September 20th when they try to watch WrestlePalooza and find out that their TV provider doesn't have the new ESPN channel.
Yep.
$30 a month, fellas. Cough it up.
Which one's worse? The deal with HBO Max where
What's up,
you
Steve?
only get that $10 discount off for the pay-per-view, but it doesn't really matter because you're still paying if you're paying the basic rate for HBO Max.
Yeah, you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay at the minimum $10 a month for HBO Max, and then you still got to buy $50 for $50 or $40 for the pay per view.
$40 for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so like.
So
Yeah,
really, if you think
TNA.
about it, if you have HBO Max solely for AEW, you're paying $50 a month for their pay-per-views. Which is what some TV providers and what Amazon Prime charges for their pay-per-views right now. $50.
But which one's worse? Is that deal or the ESPN deal?
The ESPN deal is better, but I'm still not going to pay $360 a year for wrestling. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I could get a VPN. I can get a VPN for a hell of a lot less per year.
Yeah, and I'm feeling that's the route I'll probably go. And eventually, the good thing is with UFC going to, isn't it Paramount?
Yes, because they're partnered with it. Yes, they're part. That's why I said if they were to buy Warner Bros., WWE is not going to be happy with Paramount owning their rival wrestling company while being partnered with UFC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happened. I mean, they're pretty petty. WWE's pretty petty, or even TKO is pretty petty about AEW.
Yeah, even Steve Challen said VPN's cheaper. That's the route I'm going to go. $79 a year for Surfshark VPN versus $360 a year for the new ESPN. I think I know what route I'm going.
Think about this. You know how petty they are? They don't even have on the WWE shop where you can buy the
they still don't have the Jacksonville Jaguars wrestling belt.
That's how petty they are.
And that was from what, 2 years ago when they first made those belts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, the reason is saying that,
they sold out quickly. Yeah, sure they did. They never had them.
Yeah, exactly. They never had them at all. I'm like, they almost like, that team doesn't exist. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not going to win any Super Bowl championships anytime soon, anyway.
That's why I pray to God that while AEW still exists, 1 year that the Jaguars are somehow so good that they win the Super Bowl, and WWE, being the sportsmen they are, have to gift the Jaguars with a WWE championship. I want to see it happen.
Well, probably forced to make a NFL belt for them, and then Tony Khan honestly would give them their version of the AEW belt with their side plates on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's pretty petty.
Extremely.
Yeah, but this game sucks right now. This is not.
22-6. The fucking Vikings are getting blown out. This game is over.
Yeah.
This game is over, Rover.
His ass kicked. Wrong, bitch.
Yes.
My fantasy team, these guys did not do good on fantasy for me tonight, man. Jefferson did me 11.1 points, and Aaron Jones 2.3.
See, what they need to do right now, they need to just throw a bomb right into the end zone. Let them get it.
They won't. They won't. This guy's been bumbling the ball in his hands all damn day.
Speaking of Jefferson, he just caught the ball.
And it's been picked off.
Baby. Snapchat.
It's been picked off.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm one.
It's over.
I'm one play behind you guys, so.
Oh, flag. There's a flag. There's a flag somewhere.
It doesn't matter.
Oh. Double penalty.
No, it's not double penalty. It was penalty on the offense, and it's been
over the illegal shift. That's what it was. The illegal shift.
Bro, it's just a question. Yeah. You think McDaniels gets fired in October? I think their defensive coordinator needs to be fucking fired.
Oh, the Vikings?
The Dolphins. They gave up 33 points 2 fucking games in a row. Their offense woke up today. Their offense played well enough to win, but their defense didn't show up again.
I would honestly cut J.J. McCarthy from the Vikings right now after this game.
He has not been good. He pulled out the win last week, but this is awful.
This is third pick of the night?
God, he looks like a child.
I'll be shocked if the Vikings get a safety on this play. Nope, never mind.
But it's
done and over with.
Yeah, once they got the pick, it was done. It was like they would have had to get that touchdown. Problem is, they knew they had to go for it right there. And
the problem is, I seriously think that's his third pick of the night. Has he thrown? He has not thrown a touchdown. I think he threw like 3 interceptions. This is just a bad game.
He threw 2 picks last week. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yep, this game sucks.
2 interceptions tonight, they just said.
Any football game I've been putting on has been boring as fuck.
The Dolphins game was good. It was a good back and forth game. Their defense just didn't show up again today. The Eagles game was all right. That one was, kind of low scoring with the Chiefs. The Steelers game was back and forth as well with the Seahawks a little bit. The Ravens just completely destroyed the fucking Browns. We'll get into the NFL stuff, momentarily. Casey is
Charlie Sheen.
Casey is a Cowgirls fan. Come on, EJ. That joke has been so washed out. So washed up.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna insult me as a Cowboy fan, give me something better than Cowgirls. That's the worst thing. Like, come on, give me something better.
You have to remember, EJ, them Cowgirls kicked your Giants' ass today.
I wouldn't say kicking their ass. I mean, they only won by 3 points, so.
Either way, she said the same thing. She said the same thing when the Eagles beat the Cowboys last week when they only won by 4. Did the same exact thing.
We should see if we can. I was going to say see if get Tex in here, but I don't know if he's on Discord.
He is, because
And then-
doesn't Frank use Discord for their show, or does he use StreamYard now?
StreamYard. Yard.
Ew, why did he go from Discord to StreamYard? What the fuck's wrong with him? I know he used StreamYard for the Hangout. I thought that was just a one-night thing.
No, he uses StreamYard.
I mean, like I said, I'm opening the Less Than Serious Discord next week, so we're gonna let people join it, people that want to join it. And
No toxic people.
we'll be watching AEW All Out on my channel next Saturday, and then afterwards we're gonna go directly to Casey's channel, and we're gonna do WrestlePalooza. That's as long as Kratos is available and Casey's not sleeping, of course.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
won't be available for All Out because I do have to work. I will not be available.
It's gonna be a long ass day. Didn't we do something almost like that before? What was that?
That was Worlds Collide and
Oh, that's right.
and Money in the Bank that we did. Yeah. I
That
don't
was
have a
long.
Discord server. I said I'm going to open it next week, EJ.
And if anything, we could use mine as a backup. You know.
I mean, if you don't want to
Yeah.
do All Out, Casey, we don't have to. It's just an idea I was throwing around.
I'm down for it. I'm just saying it's gonna be a long day.
But I know, like, you're going to be sleepy, so like I don't want to start the stream and then be by myself until who knows when you wake up.
Probably, if anything, we'll do All Out, and if we still have the energy, then we'll do WrestlePalooza. Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely do All Out at least.
Casey, do you still? Yeah, he still has his server. So yeah, we're just taking a break from topics for a minute. We're letting the rest of this game wind down. This game's over. The Falcons won. There's 1 minute left on the clock.
I got 29 seconds left and a delayed game. 48 seconds.
You're also like one play ahead of me, like I've been saying. So.
Yep.
What's the point?
28 seconds. Second timeout. Why would you call it timeout with 28 seconds left? I'm 4 from 1.
We're pretty much down by 2 touchdowns. What's the point of even doing anything? Just take a knee.
They made 2 touchdowns. They're down by 3 touchdowns. Almost.
22-6. That's 16 points. Yeah, that's three scores.
Hold on,
So that's
14.
2 touchdowns and a field goal. And you can come back.
Now you can get 2-point conversions, and there you go.
Yeah, I mean, people. You know what? Teams have been doing that a lot so far this season. So. The Patriots went for a 2-point conversion earlier today against the Dolphins. The Dolphins did it last week against Indy.
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's possible. 28 seconds. They would have to.
There's no way.
Go all the way. Yeah, there's no way.
Which is illegal.
That's why I'm saying. I think what's the best thing to do is just rip this Band-Aid out. Oh my God.
He lost it! What the fuck?
Oh my God. Yep.
He just lost it!
The Falcons just got the ball back again.
20 seconds left. Come on!
Oh, now he's just nail it. Done. I was going to say, before that happened, is that the Vikings.
This woman's holding her damn child. Her child's more than likely crying his eyes out. The audience right there.
But like I was going to say before that happened, is that Vikings should just rip the Band-Aid off and just take a knee. and
And that's
they
what they're gonna do. They're gonna
And he went for a Hail Mary for no reason.
that was not that was not even a Hail Mary. That was a kickoff where that he bumbled.
Oh, I thought he kicked
It
it.
was a foot.
Or I thought
He didn't
McCarthy
kick.
threw that.
He didn't kick.
He dropped the
No,
fucking kick. What an asshole.
No, that was a muff punt.
And I saw that. I wanted to drop my jaw when I saw that.
I don't know,
was
man.
like-
These Vikings are not looking good. Somehow they're 1-1. They should have been 0-2.
Yeah, with this game, yeah, they should be known too. Especially with that, like, 12-year-old as a quarterback right there.
Well, I finished my my fantasy week 148 points. I am winning by 63 points, with my opponent only having 2 players left. Safe to say, I win.
Mm-hmm.
Because my opponent has Justin Herbert and Nico Collins playing tomorrow, and the 2 of them combined are not getting him 64 points. They would have both have to have the game of their lives for that to happen.
Those Vikings are going to get their ass reamed when they get back in the locker room.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. That was worse than the fucking Dolphins freaking showing last week. Well, now that the football game is over, I guess we can get to the football talk and get that out of the way, and then we'll talk about some bullshit laws and what our governments have been doing, and get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
All right. Well, let me pull up the NFL scoreboard. Actually, if I go to ESPN.com, it'll be at the top of the page. It should be.
There we go.
Yeah, here we go. NFL. Score spear. Boom. Here we go.
Whoever had Falcons defense in their fantasy league just got a shit ton of points.
You know what? Let me see if anyone had them in my fantasy league. Let's see. Texans. Eagles. Eagles got 7 points. I had the Cardinals defense, and they did 12 points tonight. Steelers defense did 4. Broncos defense did -5. Holy shit.
That's because they lost. That's because they lost and had a stacking penalty.
49ers defense did 5 points. It doesn't look like anyone in my league had the Falcons. My younger brother had the Vikings. They did 5 points, and the Lions did 8 points.
Can you check the free agency and see how many points they had for this game?
I could. Yeah, I could. Let me see. Defense. Where's defense? Defense. Players. Position. Ravens defense did 7.8. Oh wait, no. Here we go. Falcons defense 21 points. Ravens defense 15. Patriots defense 12. Bills 12. Seahawks 10. These are the free agent teams, obviously, that are left. So there you go. Falcons defense did 21 points.
Someone missed out on a boatload of points not having them drafted.
I tell you what,
defense.
If JJ McCarthy is going to keep playing like ass, I'm not going to be able to play freaking Jefferson or Aaron Jones anymore.
Yeah. I mean, he bobbled that ball so many. He was treating it like a damn hot potato at some points.
Aaron Jones left the game in the fourth quarter with an injury.
And the injury bugs hit both college and NFL hard.
It doesn't say what his injury is. Oh, he left with a hamstring injury.
Oh, Jesus.
So that could be minor or
linebacker. Was that the Vikings linebacker?
no. Aaron Jones is a running back.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I have a replacement running back, but I really don't want to use him if I don't have to because he didn't do very well today. All right, let's get to the. I almost said NBA. Jesus, the NFL scores for week 2. All right, so you can see there's the scoreboard on the screen. EJ says, "Don't remind me about Bo Nix. His dumbass decided to keep on the damn ass ball. Decided to give it up to the team. We could have had his ass. I shouldn't have kept fumbling it." Okay. All right. Week 2. So we're going to start from the bottom, which would be right here. Thursday Night Football. The Washington Red Commanders lost to the Packers on Thursday Night Football 27-18. The Eagles made the Chiefs 0-2. You love to see it. Eagles winning 20-17.
Did you?
Arizona Cardinals defeat the Panthers 27-22. Colts defeat the Broncos 29-28. Close game. Ravens kicked the ever-loving shit out of the Browns 41-17.
The Steamer Browns, mind you, the Cleveland Steamer Browns, because they sucked so bad at the game.
The Seahawks destroyed the Steelers 31-17. It was a close game until the fourth quarter. Holy shit, man. The Seahawks blew them out. The Bills beat the Jets 30-10. 49ers defeat the Saints 26-21. Of course, the Patriots beat the Dolphins. Tua suffered his first loss in his career against the Patriots. He is now 7-1 against the Patriots all time. Patriots win 33-27. The Rams defeat the Titans 33-19. The Lions, holy shit, they fucking buried the Bears 52-21. And the Cowboys eked out a win against the Giants 40-37. And the Bengals beat the Jaguars 31-27. And the nightcap, which we just finished watching, ended in a score of 22-6 over the fucking dickheads, the fucking Vikings. And in Monday Night Football, we have tomorrow night the Texans against the Buccaneers at 7 p.m. Eastern. And at 10 p.m., we have a doubleheader tomorrow night. The Raiders and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So that is your Monday Night Football. Let's take a look at Week 3. What do we have for Week 3? Week 3, we have the Dolphins. They're going to go 0-3 against the Bills on Thursday Night Football. Packers versus the Browns. Colts versus the Titans. Bengals versus the Vikings. Steelers against the Patriots. The Steelers, they could win that game. Rams against the Eagles. Jets, Bucks. Raiders, Commanders, Falcons, Panthers. You might want to take the Falcons defense on that one, too. Maybe. Texans against the Jaguars. Ravens against the Chargers. Saints and Seahawks. Cowboys and Bears. Cardinals, 49ers. Chiefs, Giants. Well, the Chiefs should get their first win of the season. Chiefs and Giants is the Sunday Night Football game next week. And Monday Night Football next week is the Ravens against the Lions. Any games you guys interested in next week out of this lineup here?
Hell no.
No. Me neither. Right. Not really. I don't know who I'm facing in fantasy next week and who my opponent has. Otherwise, I would handpick games based on that. But as of right now, I do not know.
You're a dick.
What was that?
Casey, you're a dick.
What happened?
You just went live for Fortnite.
Oh, Casey.
Here?
Well, I mean, I simul stream with him. It's all right.
All right, fine.
As long as he pays attention to the
You could
goddamn
have passed
topics.
tonight.
As long as he's
Passed tonight.
as long as he's paying attention to the topics.
Mm-hmm.
We got a few left. I didn't list this one, but I want to talk about it because, of course, you know, our fucking asshole government got to waste fucking research money.
Yep.
The U.S. government is looking at the connection between video games and gun violence because what else could it possibly be? Yeah, you know, totally not shitty parenting. Totally not shitty parenting. Totally not shitty gun laws. Totally not shitty, you know, music and fucking movies that have guns in them. No, it's only the video games. Mind you, the United States Secret Service already conducted their own research into the same fucking topic and came back and did not find anything plausible to relate video games and gun violence. There were plenty of college researches that found the same results and everything else, but no, this fucking old geriatric cocksucker who sounds like he's got a frog in his throat when he talks. Fucking Robert Kennedy Jr., the same fucking stupid cocksucking piece of shit who claims that food coloring causes autism. How the fuck did he reach that conclusion? I'll never know. He's the reason why
Food coloring causes autism. Did I fucking hear that correctly?
Yeah, that he's the fucking reason that food coloring is now pretty much banned in the United States. And any company that uses food dye or food coloring in their foods are pretty much now removing food coloring and stuff from their ingredients.
Does it matter which color it is? Like, is it green?
This guy is a fucking retard. This is why these 60 and 70-year-old fucking losers do not need to be in office anymore. Get these fuckers out of office and lower the age requirement to be in fucking government. Lower it to fucking 30 years old from 35. And stop fucking electing these old geriatric cunts who don't know shit about today's society. These fucking people probably can't even wipe their asses properly. They probably need to wear diapers all day. Fucking,
oh my God.
Fucking assholes, man. I can't stand these old fucking 60-plus-year-old cunts who don't know shit about nothing.
Tell me how you really feel.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, said there are many things that could explain the American problem with gun violence, but guns aren't one of them. What?
Huh?
Okay. Right.
Sure, and I got Tony Storm on fucking speed dial. Kiss my ass.
Like a dog gnawing on a particularly tasty bone, the U.S. government is once again trying to link violent video games to violence in real life. In a press conference following the release of the Make Our Children Healthy Again report, conducted by the Make America Healthy Again Commission, MAHA, the MAHA. You know, we got the MAGA, now we got the MAHA. The fucking MAHA. Dickheads.
Is Maha short for Maharaja? Is Jinder Mahal involved in this?
The Make America Healthy Again Commission. So basically, they just took Trump's MAGA and replaced great with healthy. Of course, U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said the ongoing surge of gun violence in the country could be the result of many factors, including video games.
Hey, Rose.
What's up?
One thing is, I know it probably didn't help is that the assassin for Charlie Kirk, he put a video game reference on one of the bullet casings.
Well, he just died. He was shot on what, Friday? This was published on Wednesday, so this came out before that happened. But yeah, I mean,
that doesn't help either.
no, I'm sure because these people are fucking retarded. Kennedy said the sudden onset of violence began in the 1990s, which he apparently finds inexplicable because we had lots of guns when we were kids, and this sort of thing never happened. We had comparably the same number of guns. Nobody was doing that, Kennedy said. We had gun clubs at my school. Kids brought guns to school and were encouraged to do so. What school did you go to as a kid?
Gun club? I've never heard of that.
And nobody was walking into schools shooting people. He also acknowledged that this sort of thing generally doesn't happen in other countries. Switzerland, for example, has lots of guns, but the last mass shooting they had was 23 years ago, Kennedy said. We're having more shootings every 23 hours, mass shootings every 23 hours. You almost feel like he's close, so close, to putting the pieces together, right? Or at least maybe getting them all flipped right side up on the table. But no. He rears past any semblance of a reasonable conclusion, like a minivan blasting down the highway with a rotting whale's head strapped to the roof. There are many, many things that could explain this, Kennedy continued. One is that the dependence on psychiatric drugs, which is in our country and is unlike any other country in the world. There could be connections with video games, which has only been a thing one time, and that was the Columbine shooting. One time, video games was the actual blame because the fucking psychopath who did that one played a lot of Doom and the original GTA when that came out.
Yeah.
Or a number of things, and we are looking at that at NIH, the National Institutes of Health. We're initiating studies to look at the correlation and the potential connection between our medicating our kids and this violence and these other possible co-founders as well. This sort of talk is nothing new, while studies have repeatedly failed to find significant links between gaming and violent behavior. Politicians of all stripes have made hay with this possibility. U.S. President Donald Trump did so at least twice during his first administration, but the Obama administration did the same thing in 2013, in the wake of the Sandy Hook massacre in 2012. Well, let's see, if our current president did two researches on his own and didn't come to this kind of conclusion, what makes this dickhead think he's going to prove himself right in this case?
Well, think about this. It's like the guy said, why is it just America that has the video game violence problem? Why, wouldn't other countries be related doing it too?
The thing is, it's only in our country. Because Japan has a lot of guns. They also have violent video games. And you know what they don't have? They don't have shootings either. Very rarely do they have a shooting in Japan. It's only this country, so it's obviously not the video games.
Yeah, and you can't, it's obviously where their environment is, really.
They even noted, where was it again? They even noted Switzerland. RFK himself acknowledged that this sort of thing generally does not happen in other countries, such as Switzerland, whose last mass shooting was 23 years ago. I'm sure they have violent video games too. What do they not have? Shootings! Wake the fuck up, dude.
Like I said, it's got to be. The problem is the environment where all these people are from, and obviously you have mental issues too.
I want to play this clip so we can react to it. It's 1 minute long, but it's also from MSNBC, so if I do, we're probably going to get fucking massacred over it. So,
Yep.
probably best not to do so. Let's see. What makes the rhetoric a little more unusual in this case is that it seems downright mundane when compared to various other positions Kennedy holds, which includes baseless fear-mongering about life-saving vaccines and support for unpasteurized milk. That's disgusting. Despite a demonstrably food poisoning risk. So he wants us to have unpasteurized milk, which is a food poisoning risk. Yeah, good job, dude. The same guy again who said food coloring and food dyes cause autism wants us to have unpasteurized milk, which has food poisoning risks. Yeah, get this fucking geriatric clown out of office, please.
You also have to remember, I'm not only black, I'm also autistic and schizophrenic. So this also hits home for me to the fact that like he thinks that food dye causes autism, which is anything further from the fucking truth.
Last I checked, autism is a hereditary thing, right?
Just like how
hold on, Casey.
former Lacey Evans claimed that processed frozen foods causes autism as well.
Yeah, but last I checked, autism is a genetic thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, Kratos, knowing you over the past like 6 or 7 years, however it's been online, I would have never known that until you said that. Now you don't come off as autistic at all or schizophrenic.
I've had autism since I was 3.5. 3. I've been labeled autistic at the age of 3.
Go ahead.
Playing video games since I was 3.5.
Go ahead, Casey.
That's why I was asking, like, which food dye is it? Which color do we have this boy?
He's a fucking jackass.
Something you have to be careful with.
All I can say is this. This is the same man who wanted to run for president a couple years ago. Who remembers that? He wanted to say, we need a president that can live past his term in office. I'm like, you should look in the damn mirror at your own family history, buddy.
Oh, yeah, let's see. How old is
in his fucking 40s.
RFK Jr., 71 years old. Yeah, we need a president that'll live past his term. Sure we do. Not him.
Yeah, and people forget that it's a lot of people blasted him for saying that on a news outlet. Like, considering that one of your family members painted the backseat of a goddamn Cadillac with his brain, shut your mouth.
Just think, if he tries to run for president again, he'll be 74 before the next election. 74 or 75, depending on when his birthday is. I didn't look.
Here's the thing, though. If he runs for president or anything in office, politically, he has a chance of being assassinated just because who he's related to. RFK Sr., JFK as well. Both of which were shot.
Let's see. We're just about done with this report here. Kennedy said in the press conference for instance, that over 99% of vaccine injuries go unreported, and effectively accused the CDC of covering it up. The Maha report itself doesn't mention video games specifically, but it does make a couple references to screen time, including a promise that the Surgeon General will launch an education and awareness initiative on the effect of screens on children and the actions being taken by states to limit screen time at school. The U.S., for the record, currently does not have a Surgeon General. Trump's original nomination was withdrawn ahead of his Senate confirmation hearing following complaints from Laura Loomer, a far-right influencer best known for handcuffing herself to one of Twitter's doors in 2018. Her current pick, wellness influencer Dr. Casey Means, has yet to be confirmed. You could put all the regulations you want into place. The government is not the fucking people who should be parenting other people's children.
Exactly.
But because of these piece of shit parents we have in this fucking day and age, that's why the governments are taking it into their hands. Because these parents throw a fucking iPad at their kid, or a tablet, or a smartphone, or a fucking TV and a video game, or whatever, and YouTube and whatever, and just let the TV or the tablet babysit them so that they don't have to be bothered actually being parents.
Here's the problem with that, though. You take away those items, and I saw a TikTok of this. Gentle parenting is going to ruin this country before our government does. I'll be honest. Gentle parenting will ruin this country. Because what fucking child takes a pickaxe in someone's truck just because they took your cell phone away?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Parents.
And I agree with the Instagram TikTok star Carter Anderson, who did a video on that for his for content purposes. I honestly think that kid should go to the nearest black mother in the neighborhood. The problem will be solved immediately in a couple of days.
Food coloring causes cancer, Bam says. No way,
Blue?
young people. Food coloring causes cancer, Bam says.
I thought it said blue color. I was like, okay, that's the one we
Food
need.
color.
Food coloring, yes. Food coloring, food dye. No
And
way,
I'm
young
so
people have
upset.
never been through shit. I disagree. It should be because of its amount. It's antidepressants, for one. There is no known cause of autism. Good night, Sharky. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by the stream. So RFK is a retard. He's an old senile fuck who doesn't know shit about shit.
And
And
mind you, he said that president living long enough to see the end of their term when Biden was in office. I'm like, dude, shut up. We all know Biden was not going to make it through his entire presidency in the last 4 years. Everyone and their fucking grandmother knew that. Look at the man.
Well, he did survive his 4 years. He just wasn't going to go this 4 years.
He couldn't bother to be for his re-election. Come on. RFK Jr., piece of shit that he is, if he were president, God help us all. God help us all if that man was president. For real, you know?
right.
Holy crap.
So I just want to go back to the
What?
I want to go back to the NFL thing real quick for the team predictions, and go over what ESPN is predicting for not every team. We'll just look at the teams that are expected to be good and the teams that are expected to be shit.
Well, I got a pick'em stream that I got to do with EJ and a couple of her buddies on Tuesday anyway. So anyone who wants to hear my picks for the upcoming week of football in general, college and NFL, it'll be on there, on her channel.
So let's just take a look at this real quick.
There's your plug, EJ. If you're watching still.
They have the AFC East, the Bills finishing 13-4. They have the Dolphins finishing 11-6, or 6-11. 6-11 is probably a lot more accurate the way their defense is right now. The Patriots finishing 11-6 or 6-11. The Jets 9-8. That's not good. Ravens 13-4. Yeah, the Jets at 9-8.
Ken's more realistic with his season-ending prediction of 6-11.
Baltimore Ravens 13-4.
Channel said he would probably finish 6-11.
Bengals 12-5. Browns 9-8. Steelers 11-6. Houston Texans 11-6. Colts 11-6. Titans 9-8. Broncos 11-6. Kansas City 13-4. They're already 0-2, so I don't know about that. Raiders 10-7. Chargers 12-5. Cowboys 11-6. Giants 9-8. Philly 13-4. Commanders 12-5. I call bullshit on that. Maybe more like 7-10.
Commanders 12-5. Suck my dick, dude.
Chicago Bears 11-6. They're 0-2 as well, so I don't see that happening. Lions 12-5. Green Bay 12-5. Vikings, after the way JJ McCarthy's playing, 6-11 is probably more like it. I'm gonna say
You saying 11-6 for the Vikings?
Yeah. This was as of August 13th, so this was before the season started. Falcons 11-6, Panthers 10-7, Saints 9-8, Tampa Bay Bucks 12-5, Cardinals 11-6, Rams 12-5, 49ers 12-5, and the Seahawks 11-6.
I honestly believe the Chiefs will go 6-11 and miss the playoffs for once.
I'm trying to find another.
How bad did JJ McCarthy play? Let's see these recaps.
He was fucking awful.
He got sacked more than, I think he was sacked 5 times in the first half, they said.
Here we go. Let's compare ESPN to the New York Times.
Okay. I had someone died in a house full of traps.
I don't know what this means. Projected wins 8.2. You can't have 8.2 wins, dude. So I'll just round this up. So Arizona Cardinals 9-8, Falcons 8-8, or no 8-9. Ravens 11-6. Bills 11-6. Panthers, they suck, so we'll say 6-11. Because you can't have 6.5 wins. Chicago Bears 7-10. Cincinnati 10-7. Cleveland Browns 5-12. Cowboys 8-7, or 8-9 rather. Denver Broncos 9-8. Detroit Lions 10-7. Packers 10-7. Houston 9-8. The Colts, we'll say 7-10 or 8-9. Jacksonville Jaguars 8-9. Kansas City Chiefs 11-6. Again, they're 0-2 right now. Raiders, we round that up to 8, so 8-9. Chargers, round that up to 9-8 because they're doing well right now. Rams 10-7. Miami Dolphins 8-9. That's probably right the way they're playing. Minnesota Vikings 8-9. That's probably right the way they're playing. Patriots 8-9. New Orleans Saints 5-12. Yikes. Giants 5-12. Jets 6-11. Eagles 11-6. Steelers 9-8. 49ers 10-7. Seahawks, and the Seahawks 9-8. And we got more. Tampa Bay 10-7. Titans, well, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say 7-10. Commanders 9-8. And there's your New York Times records. So a little different for some teams.
Apparently, J.J. McCarthy has thrown so far in just 2 games now 301 yards. He's gotten 3 total touchdowns, I guess, rushing and passing.
Yeah.
And he's thrown 3 interceptions in this one game. All 3 of his interceptions for the season so far has come from the Falcons.
They said on TV he only threw 2 tonight.
I saw 3. I think. Check. I could be wrong, but still, problem.
I got a person in my chat room called Cock.
Cock, huh?
Maybe he likes cock.
He got sacked 6 times this game alone.
Tex says the Cowboys are awful. No way they win 8 games. Hey, they almost won last week. I watched the season opener, the Cowboys game last week. They almost won. I don't know. Almost doesn't count.
He threw 2 touchdowns against the Bears. That's expected. It's fucking Bears. 1 interception. 0 touchdowns and 2 picks against Atlanta.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. So 1 last week, 2 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I got the gay Green Ranger.
Alrighty, well, all we have left is the anime bill and the Ohio foreign ID age verification law, which I've been reading extends outside of just the online web, the adult stuff. But we'll also, what I'm reading, what I've read online is also going to end up including Netflix as well as other streaming sites.
Kiss my ass.
So I guess we'll start with this one and we'll close with the anime one. That's 2 articles. This is only 1.
Well, if we should play the clip I put in Discord for everyone to see what I think of Texas residents whenever they hear an anime song now with this law.
Let's see. Oh, you're not gonna let me read. You're not gonna let me read this now when I just had it open, you dickheads. I just had this open. You're really not gonna let me read this article now?
Fuck the Columbus Dispatch.
You fucking assholes.
Again, the only thing good to come out of Columbus, Ohio was Alexa Bliss. Everything else sucks ass.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look
and
up another source for this now.
At least I'm getting brownie points from Tex on that one.
Hey, Hawk says on here, Tex is a white Hawks fan. Do you think it's because it's white?
No, Tex is a Rangers fan through and through. Whoever said that, fuck them. I was actually going to lead in with a little joke I heard on a Assassin's Creed Shadows cold open review, or review for a cold open for an Assassin's Creed Shadows review. I heard and watched. If we talk about the Dragon Ball thing, I actually had something I was going to say for that.
All right, well, we're gonna go over. We'll just use this one. This one's from last month, but it's pretty much the same article. Like I said, this bill is going into effect as of September 30th, and it's going to, from what I've been reading online, it's also going to affect the websites like Netflix and other streaming services, if true. Ohioans will need to have an ID ready if they want to visit adult websites. You're going to have to provide proof age verification, something like a driver's license or something like that, in order to access that type of material. And Ohio Representatives Gary Click of Vickery, representing Sandusky and Seneca counties, the Ohio Innocence Act passed as part of Ohio's budget this summer, and it's aimed at trying to keep pornography away from anyone under 18. The takeaway is that we're protecting children, said Representative Click. These obscene materials are harmful to young men, young women. Young men and young women, they teach men that sex is transaction, that women are to be objectified, and it creates an early addiction in a young man, prevents healthy relationships later in life, and becomes harmful to a society in general. No, that's only if the kid's not raised properly.
Mm-hmm.
The ALCU of Ohio has testified against the measure in June 2024. Gary Daniels arguing these laws can expand into other protected areas of speech. Because of their subjective nature, such laws having long been a thorn in the side of free speech advocates, testified Daniels in front of the Senate Financial Institution and Technology Committees. Harmful to juveniles law has been used in the past to prevent target movies, books, music, comic books, and more. The United States Supreme Court ruled 6-3 in favor of a similar Texas law this summer, which we're going to go over. A law like Ohio's, which requires age verification for websites with sexual material harmful to minors.
Off playing the game and focus. What? Still here.
So basically, the gist of it is, like I said, it's basically doing what 23 other states are doing with the adult website age verification, and that's all well and good. But from what I'm understanding, Ohio is trying to take this further, and they want to require it for things like YouTube, like how YouTube's already doing themselves. And I've been reading too online that they want to try to pass it for Netflix and other streaming sites as well, which I don't agree with.
Well, it was eventually going to happen, honestly, because when I was growing up, going to the websites, and honestly, I would go to adult websites, and they would all, if they even had anything, it would say, "Are you 18?" And all was stopping you was just saying yes or no.
Right, but now they're trying to breach people's privacy. This isn't just about protecting children. It's about getting people's information so that they can know and see everything you do before you even do it. That's what all this freaking age verification and privacy breaching laws are all about. They use it as a guise of protecting children, and it's bullshit. Mostly bullshit.
What's up, Pyro?
Your thoughts on that, Kratos?
Casey,
What?
DJ asked in the chat if you killed Ricky Hatton already. Ricky Hatton died today.
Who the hell is that?
Boxing legend Ricky Hatton, apparently. And here's the thing,
He's a
Tex.
British boxing legend.
Here's the thing, Tex. VPNs make all these bans pointless. The UK is banning VPNs. They are having these websites require that they block VPNs. So eventually VPNs are not going to be the answer to everything online anymore.
Why not just use the VPN and connect to fucking Canada? Problem fucking solved.
Because even if you use a
Your
VPN
connected to a server in Canada, not overseas.
But here's the
Connected
thing.
up north.
Right, but here's the thing. When you use a VPN, your ISP can see that you're using one. So the UK is requiring ISPs to block VPNs from people using them.
That's why when I use a VPN, it's a free one. I don't pay any fucking subscriptions.
Yeah, well, the free ones aren't very good, unfortunately. The ones you pay
The
for
free
are
one
leagues better.
The free one I use is how I know certain things on the hub about certain people.
Well, shit. You ought to pass along the information if it's that good.
It's an app.
It's an app.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Look
an
up
act.
secure VPN. Look up secure VPN and just connect it to the Canada server. Those are the free servers.
Oh,
Canada has free
okay.
servers. They have servers and if you connect it, you can watch. Even if the person has their account on the hub blocked internationally or worldwide in general, with that VPN app, I can still view their content through that VPN.
But I mean, you can't use that to watch like SmackDown and stuff on Netflix, right?
I never tested it for that. Never tested it for
I
that.
wonder if that works. Oh shit, I ought to try that.
Yeah, I can see you I can see you the official app on later. Okay.
Yeah, I want to check that.
All right.
It's literally like a 4 or 5 year old app. Just make sure you don't click like any payment plans, and you can get right into the app from there. Mind you, there's ads here and there whenever you open or go back to the app to close your server. But still, it's worth it, and it's free.
I have to try that for SmackDown and all the PLEs and shit. Then that could bypass even paying for a VPN for wrestling pay-per-views.
Like I said, it's a free. There are some VPNs that are free on certain like phones, tablets, PCs.
Interesting. I have to look into that. But let's finish our last topic of the night so we can get out of here, because we've already been live for almost 4 hours, or almost 3 hours rather.
That's all right.
There we go. New Texas law is forcing Dragon Ball off of store shelves. Didn't I tell you guys when we started covering this Texas law bullshit like 4 months ago this was going to happen? Dragon Ball was going to be one of the things affected. Texas' latest wave of legislation making waves in unexpected places, including comic book stores and the Dragon Ball manga. A recently enacted law, Senate Bill 20, is intended to combat obscene imagery, including material generated by AI. However, its broad language has left retailers worried about how beloved works of popular cultures might suddenly fall under scrutiny. The concern became reality for one comic shop in Westlaco, Texas. I probably pronounced that wrong. Andrew Balderas, manager of Kaboom Comics, recently pulled volumes of Dragon Ball Z from their shelves, according to Valley Central. Though the depiction in question are rare and framed for humor, he chose to act cautiously rather than risk violating the new law. The move shows how vague legal standards can impact creative works never meant to cross the line.
All I say is this about anime being banned in Texas. As a black guy, here's my iteration of Japanese according to Assassin's Creed Shadows. Here's how Assassin's Creed Shadows treats Japanese, the Japanese language in translation. Yo, what's up, player?
See, I thought so.
That's honestly
Hold on, Casey.
that's honestly how people think Assassin's Creed Shadows was, with a black samurai, a fake black samurai, being in feudal Japan. Yo, what's up, player?
Go ahead, Casey.
I thought this law was only for like the cartoon, not the video game. Not the video game, the card series.
It's everything. It's anything, any imagery that depicts obscene, anything that they consider obscene towards children.
Mind you, I put the thing in the Discord DMs here for that VPN app.
Something
It's
like
a Google Play Store app I just put in there.
SP
So, yep, you have Android phones downloaded from there.
SB 20 passed with overwhelming support in the Texas legislature earlier this year. It aims to crack down on obscene content involving children, particularly images created using new technologies like AI. Lawmakers argued that keeping ahead of rapid technology changes required updated existing obscenity laws to cover not just real photographs, but also illustrations, cartoons, and computer generated material. Basically, any art form. The challenge.
Okay, Tech just confirmed every Walmart and Target has lots of Dragon Ball figures down there still.
Well, that's figures. I mean, I don't know if they're banning. I know they're going after like the manga, the anime, and stuff like that. Figures are probably safe because they're toys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Figures are probably safe, but the manga is being pulled off of store shelves in certain places, so it's beginning. The challenge lies in the bill's wording. It specifies that depictions can be illegal regardless of whether the depiction is an image of an actual child, a cartoon or animation, or an image created using artificial intelligence. That broad phrasing means fictional works like manga or anime can technically fall within its scope if they meet the obscenity test. Cities argue that uh, Critics argue that this creates confusion for retailers and fans alike, while most people support restricting AI generated harmful imagery. The possibility of traditional comics or anime being targeted feels like collateral damage. Balderas, for instance, says Dragon Ball Z was never intended to sexualize its young characters, but the letter of the law left him with few options but to play it safe. So it's not outright banned in Texas, but stores themselves are banning it, which means if stores are banning it, it's basically banned in the state. All because of this law. The removal of Dragon Ball Z volumes highlights the unintended consequences of SB 20. The franchise, one of the most popular Japanese exports worldwide, occasionally features its main character, Goku, shown unclothed as a child. These moments were created decades ago in a comedic context and not for exploitation. Still, under the law's vague standards, they risk being misinterpreted. Don't forget that Gohan was also naked in quite a few scenes in the original Dragon Ball Z in the late 80s. For Balderas, the discussion wasn't easy. He acknowledged that customers rarely brought up the law and that most fans likely wouldn't view the older volumes as offensive. Yet, as a business owner, the possibility of criminal liability, even on a technicality, was too serious to ignore. Removing the books was a precautionary measure to protect both himself and his store. The case reflects a larger concern across the comic and anime retail industry. They're not mentioning video games here, but video games aren't safe from this either. Store managers may now have to carefully comb through decades of material to identify scenes that might be flagged, given how vast and diverse these franchises are. Ensuring compliance becomes a nearly impossible task, as Balderas noted. No one can realistically review every single panel across hundreds of series. What began as a law targeting AI abuse is now sparking debates about freedom of expression, artistic context, and cultural misunderstandings. Dragon Ball Z fans in Texas may soon find their favorite series harder to come by, not because of demand, but because of legislation that never intended to target them. And then the other article, which is about the bill as a whole. This was done by Texas Radio, a Texas radio station, TPR Radio. Texas Public Radio. In Texas, more than 830 new state laws went into effect on Labor Day. From healthcare to education to public safety, these hundreds of changes will touch nearly every aspect of Texans' lives in ways big and small. Sometimes new laws can bring about some unintended questions that lawmakers may not have considered when originally pushing a bill through legislation. SB 20, which is designed to crack down on AI generated pornography in Texas. The new law passed earlier in the year with overwhelming bipartisan support. But now that it's on the books, some are wondering, did Texas just open the door for making anime illegal? Over Labor Day weekend, thousands gathered in San Antonio for their annual San Japan Anime and Gaming Convention. The mood was jubilant as colorful costumes crowds milled through acres of displays at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. But this year, there was also a chill in the air because of SB 20. The new law takes aim at AI pornography, creates a felony offense for the promotion of obscene visual material that appears to depict a child younger than 18 years old, whether it's an actual photo, AI-generated cartoon, or animation. Which, mind you, the majority of anime characters are not older than 18, just for reference. TPR spoke to a convention goer who identified himself only as Lane due to the sensitive nature of the subject. He says, I completely understand that I'm against minor pornography. I don't think any reasonable person would be for it, Lane said. He's one of many fans who is wondering if anime could run afoul of the new law. The popular animation style originates in Japan and often features characters who have childlike qualities. Lane noted that he's a First Amendment advocate, but he gets why Texas legislators wanted to put a stop to people creating imagery appearing to show those under 18 years of age. SB 20 was authored by Senator Pete Flores, a Republican, and passing it earlier this year, Texas Republicans and Democrats agreed that protecting children this way was a critical priority. Members, it's a great honor to serve with you, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read all that. There's a problem. Politics, we often run into what we call the law of unintended consequences. One of those unintended consequences is, what do you do with AI images, how they're generated, and do they fall within the concept of the idea of child pornography, particularly if you're creating images that are, say, anime. And I think that's where we're going to run into problems with this law. Taylor said it'll be difficult to define the standards of what is considered to be obscene content under the new law, and the broad nature of SB 20 means it could hypothetically be used by local prosecutors to go after animated content, including anime, that some might find distasteful. Which goes beyond the spectrum of just, nudity and pornography. Anything that the government deems obscene against children will be scrutinized under this bill. It's in the eye of the beholder. Some could argue, and I've seen enough anime on social media and other places, Taylor said. I'm not a fan personally, but that's just me. But you see the images, you're thinking, okay, well, it pushes the edge of the envelope. Is this obscene material? And I think that's where the real question comes into play. What are we going to do? Back at the San Japan convention in San Antonio, another attendee named Savannah told TPR she supports the new law, but she also doesn't want to see anime get caught in the crossfire of Texas' quest to crack down on CP. You're opening the door for more bannings, and it might just end up with banning anime altogether. Yeah, that could be a bit of a stretch, but it's possible. He's also not against the idea of SB 20 could open the door to new regulations around anime. I think maybe censoring it or putting more restrictions about it would be good, but that depends on how you go about it. SB 20 just took effect on Labor Day. So for now, how the law will be enforced is yet to be seen, and clarity on that could take a while. A person would first have to be arrested and charged for some sort of anime-related content. Then the issue would be decided by the courts. So as I said, so anime and Dragon Ball Z is not outright banned in the state, but if stores are gonna ban it themselves just to avoid possible criminality, then you're basically effectively banning it in the state. Because the law is just too vague for people to want to take a chance with. It's awfully quiet. Did I lose you guys?
No, I'm here.
No.
And Tech says another stupid law by governments overstepping their boundaries. Agreed.
Yep.
I agree with the CP part. Get rid of that shit. We don't need it. But as far as anything that's made for a entertainment factor that's not meant to be sexualized, like if it has a role in the overall story, fine. But if it's like that hentai garbage, okay, that I agree, get rid of it. But if it's made to be part of the story and is not intended to be, under what would fall into breaking the law, that's the problem. And unfortunately, like the Texas Public Radio said, we're not going to know for sure how exactly the courts are going to deem obscene under this law until somebody unfortunately goes to jail for it, which is kind of fucked up. Unfortunately, someone's got to take a bullet to find out how this law is going to be defined by the courts. So, Casey, again, I know you're not really an anime fan. Kratos, I know you are to an extent. So, really, what are your thoughts on this overall?
My thoughts, it needs a little bit more retuning into what can and can't be allowed in the terms of what's inappropriate. Needs a little bit more retuning, my book.
Right, and you agree with what I'm saying by like Dragon Ball actually not being banned outright by the state, but if stores are willingly banning it just to play it safe by the law, then the law basically is effectively banning it without actually doing so.
Yeah. Definitely.
I agree. They should have taken a little more time on this law, and maybe that's the problem with these politicians. They don't know what they're talking about half the time. They're too old. The most of them are too old to know, what is today's culture, and what people of our age and younger find as more acceptable.
I agree with that because, obviously, we're all in favor about going against, the bad, CP shit.
Get rid of the bad stuff, but don't make someone have to take a bullet and go to jail because they own a fucking manga that is now deemed illegal that was perfectly legal as of 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And then have to wait to see how the courts define the law. And then the person will then, meanwhile, be sweating in jail as to whether or not he's going to be set free or not. Or I should say they, whoever it may be. And it's only a matter of time before these laws leave Texas and start entering other states as well. Pretty soon, anime is going to go back to being a niche thing. It's not going to be as mainstream as it is. It's going to go back to being niche, and a lot of places are not going to sell it. It's not going to be as easy to find nationwide, like it was, like it is now. It's going to be like it was 10, 15, even 20 years ago, where only certain places, and you had to know these people, and where these stores were that sold anime and manga material because of these laws. And I hate this shit. I really do. Saturday is Raw needs to be banned in Texas. That show is filthy and racist.
Was that text?
Yes.
Yeah.
No rebuttal, Casey? I'm surprised.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
You say he's not wrong?
He's not wrong.
Oh shit! Wow,
Wow.
you actually agree with him? Shit. So,
What?
since we're well, we covered all of our topics for the night. We technically did 7 topics. We're going on 3 hours. I think we should call it a night here.
Yep.
Again, next Sunday, opening the official LTS Discord server so we can actually have people join calls. And we could have had more exciting football discussion with Tex. Because, it's kind of hard to talk football with somebody who doesn't watch and somebody who doesn't always have time to watch as much as he would probably want to.
I mean, I caught the Thursday night game because I was had it in one of EJ's friends' Discords, and I watched it there.
So, do you guys have anything else to add to any of these topics we talked about tonight? The football discussion, these bullshit freaking laws, RFK Jr. being a retard, Paramount possibly buying Warner Bros., the Nintendo Direct, Japan McDonald's, and their new Happy Meal laws.
Yes, people need to sub to my channel if they had.
You couldn't wait for your plug to say that, could you, Casey?
No.
Well, Casey, since you're mentioning your channel, sub to Casey as Raw on YouTube. What do you got going on? I know you're live right now with Fortnite. What have you been doing recently? What are you doing coming up?
I'm doing. What am I doing? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tournament Fighters going to be out tomorrow, most likely.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much doing a lot of Fortnite. I'm playing as the Green Ranger right now. Eventually, I'll be the White Power Ranger.
Uh-oh. He doesn't want to play as the Black Ranger, guys. You hear this racist bastard?
Fuck the Black Ranger.
Oh, you heard him. You heard him. You heard him.
We all did.
I like the White Power.
Oh, no. Don't make my show filthy. My show is a family-friendly show, goddammit.
Just saying, I like the White Power Ranger.
Casey could not wait until it's over before playing. Yeah. I mean, it's okay as long as he's paying attention to the topics at hand because I simulcast with him playing games, so I can't be a hypocrite and say he can't do it. So, Kratos, Casey, what do you got coming up this week? What videos have you been working on?
Well, we got that Tournament Fighters coming out, and then just did the Simpsons Bart's Nightmare for the Super Nintendo. I need to do more recording. If I'm not playing Fortnite, like I'm addicted to Fortnite again.
Oh yeah, Fortnite pulled them back in. Sonic is actually going to be in Fortnite soon, which I thought was pretty cool.
What really sucked me back in was because of having the Power Rangers.
Oh,
that's why.
All right. Well, Kratos, what do you have coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Streaming on Twitch.
OTS_Kratos on Twitch.
I may stream on Twitch this Tuesday for some Destiny 2. Possibly, not sure yet. and you may or may not have my fiance join me on said stream for Destiny 2's return for Iron Banner. And speaking of that, there's so many fucking problems with Bungie right now that even OG content creators are leaving because they're quitting the game because of Bungie's bullshit.
I believe it. I would be open if you guys were down. I mean, we don't have to, but I would be open to doing a football hangout stream on Thursday where we watch the Dolphins get killed by the Bills.
That's not a bad idea.
And y'all can you guys can listen to me fucking rage and probably punch my fucking desk for 3 hours.
Is that going to be on? Is that on Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's on Prime Video. Yes, on Thursday Night Football. If you guys are down, I'll be down to do that. Just a football hangout, watch the Dolphins get murdered by the Bills game.
Yeah, be fine.
I'll reach out to you guys again on Thursday or Wednesday night, Thursday. If you guys want to do it, we can do that. That'd be cool. Just for the hell of it.
Yeah. I agree. I'll be down for it.
I know Tuesday be a busy night for me and Kratos. Oh yeah, what are you guys doing on Tuesday, Kratos? You and EJ.
The football picks that I mentioned earlier, I gave EJ. I plugged your channel earlier for that.
She sounds like she's learning from me.
Well, you're a bad influence.
Using a voice translator on her phone to chat. She's trying to use like a microphone, and it's picking up
text to speech.
It's picking up certain words that aren't like where it doesn't make sense. Okay.
The text to speech thing.
You have to remember. She has her own personal issues, and
leave it at that.
I'm not going to open for them or demean her over them. Okay.
Yeah, let's just leave it.
I'm not the type of person to demean someone for talking a certain way.
Right. We'll leave it at that. Alrighty, so go over there.
You guys talk with me how I talk. So what's the difference?
Because you're a mainstay of the circle there, Casey, and I don't think EJ would be able to handle it the way you can.
Yeah, maybe secretly when we get off the call, I cry myself to sleep.
Oh, no, you don't, you fucking big baby.
No, you just put peanut butter on your balls for your dog to lick.
Oh, I wasn't going there, but okay. Speaking of dog, I'm gonna plug my shit so we can get the fuck out of here, and I gotta let mine out for the night. It's 12:30. So, check out The Real Gaming Live, OCRP, GTA 5 roleplay videos, and live streams over there on the channel. I still plug Drew because without him, I wouldn't have as many subs as I have right now. Because during the Derail days, I got over 300 channel subscribers from him. So, check him out over there. He's live damn near every night with GTA 5 roleplay videos. Follow me right here on Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe to both channels if you're not already. Greatly appreciate it. If you have Twitch Prime, it don't cost you a dime, and I get paid for it at the same time. Never necessary, but always appreciated. All the links are down below, so you know when I'll go live and upload videos. Friday night, I streamed Borderlands 4. The first part of that. It's in 2 parts right now because my internet went out halfway through. Last night, I streamed Super Mario Galaxy, the first part of that. If you want to hear me rage a little bit while we're on Saturday as Raw, you go check that out as well. I'll be streaming the rest of Super Mario Galaxy over the coming weeks. Same with Borderlands 4. Casey, I gave you a task today, and I don't think you did it. I uploaded and premiered earlier tonight my playthrough of Cruisin' USA. If you want to see somebody play that game the right way, watch me play it. Because Casey played it last week and then made me want to play it. And Casey gave up after only the 4th race because he couldn't win. So
that's why. I couldn't get past it.
If you want to see somebody play that game all the way through and play it the right way, using the cheat code that yes, Casey did teach me in his video, because he actually did say how to do it. So thank you, Casey, for that.
It's not really code. It's just where you can change the skin of whatever vehicle you want to use.
I raced. I played as the police car. So if you want to check that out, be my guest. I'd greatly appreciate that as well. It's a little over 30 minutes, like 34 minutes long. Casey, I want you to watch it. I watched you play it. Now you should watch me play it. God damn it.
You know, I have several versions of cruising games on the 64.
No,
that I need to.
there's three. There's Cruising World, USA, and Exotica.
Yeah, I got the other two.
So yeah, y'all should watch me play that. Casey, you should watch me play that. Tomorrow night, I'll be streaming part 2 of Borderlands 4. And so help me God, if that game fucking freezes every 2 minutes, I'm going to blow a gasket.
Otherland.
Did you play on the emulator, or did you actually play on the N64?
No, I did it with Project 64 because I was doing retro achievements with it. I explained what happened because today was the second time I recorded it because my original recording somehow got corrupted. So I guess my PC can't encode properly when I record with the GPU, so I'm not going to record using my GPU as the encoder anymore. So yeah, I explained why I was doing what I did, but yeah, check that video out, Casey. Check it out, everybody else. I'm taking Tuesday off because after tomorrow it'll be 4 nights in a row that I've been live doing something. No stream Tuesday. I might also take Wednesday off. We might do the football hangout Thursday. If we don't, I'll probably stream Super Mario Galaxy on Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably take Friday off as well. And next weekend, Saturday, is a big day. We should be doing AEW All Out on episode 117 of Less Than Serious. And then we should be going directly over to Casey's channel for WrestlePalooza that night.
That's a maybe, but at least for All Out. I mean, if we have enough energy, we'll do WrestlePalooza, but All Out the decade.
As long as you're awake for All Out, that is.
Yeah, I'll be on.
I mean, if we could do WrestlePalooza, we should, because AJ Lee is back. Lesnar's facing Cena. It is going to be a big night for WWE as well. But
Lesnar's facing Cena in the main event.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have.
So if we do both, I think it would work out for both of us if we each did one wrestling show on Saturday. I know it's going to be a long day, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let's give a shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Ghost 3600, Sharky, Narnar, Bam, EJ, Steve Callan, TSS, Tex, and I think I got everybody. What's up to all of you guys? Thanks for checking out the show tonight. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. For Casey is Raw and MK Kratos, my name is The Rose. Have a good night, everybody. Until next time, we'll catch your ass down the road.